Hello, I'm Benny Bristow with today's spiritual meditation. Fred Picker tells of a woman who found a basket on her doorstep, and upon opening it, she found a pigeon. There was also a note telling that unless she attached a certain sum of money to the pigeon's leg and released it, her house would be burned that night. The lady immediately informed the police of the action, and they devised a plan to try to catch the culprits. They chartered a plane to follow the bird when it was released. They had tied a long, bright ribbon to the leg of the pigeon, and as the plane was following from the air, a police car was following the plane on the ground. Shortly, the pigeon flew down and into the loft of a barn. The pilot radioed the location to the police car. The policemen rushed to the location where they found two men frantically trying to remove the ribbon from the pigeon. As the men were placed under arrest, they protested that the pigeon was not theirs and that it had simply flown into their barn. The police decided to test the story. They took the pigeon a long distance away and released it, and it came home. They did this a second and a third time, and each time the pigeon came back to the very same barn loft. Finally, the men confessed their guilt. What a lesson this contains for us. We may do things wrong and feel that none will ever know of our actions. However, so very often sin has a way of catching up with us. No matter how hard we try to hide it, much of the time we will be discovered. Even if we are not found out in this life, the Lord knows and will have a record of it at judgment. If we have not had the blood of Christ to blot it out for us. Yes, sin is like that. It has a way of becoming known. After the children of Israel had completed their wanderings in the wilderness and were ready to cross Jordan to possess the land of Canaan, some of the tribes wanted to gain their inheritance on the east side of the Jordan. Moses would allow this only if they were willing to cross over, help the other tribes conquer their land, and then return to theirs. He laid down all the rules and then warned them, "But if you do not do so, then take note you have sinned against the Lord, and be sure your sin will find you out." Numbers 32:23. Are any of you among those who live in secret sins, thinking you can do so without being caught? There is no way. If all on earth fails, God knows. Be assured that your sins will find you out. However, when we obey God's will, the gospel, we receive God's power to save, Romans 1:16, and our sins are forgiven and remembered no more against us. All of us need to take an inventory of our lives and make sure our lives are right with God. And that's today's spiritual meditation. Thank you.